Hello, good afternoon, welcome back to my channel where today I'll be doing my Match Week 13 predictions for the 2019-2020 Scottish Premiership season. Now there was only 3 games last week, so I can tell you how I did. So for Aberdeen against Kilmarnock, I went for a 2-1 win to Aberdeen, that finished 3-0. I went for a 1-1 draw between Hamilton and Ross County, that finished 2-2. And Motherwell against Livingston, I went for a 2-1 win to Motherwell, and that finished 2-1 to Motherwell. So pretty good. Obviously getting 2 outcomes and 1 perfect. Obviously with 3 games, obviously due to the Scottish League Cup. But a lot has happened ever since then. I will divulge into the game. So the games we have this week are Hearts against St Mirren, Kilmarnock against Hamilton, Ross County against Aberdeen, St Johnstone against Hibs, Celtic against Motherwell, and Livingston against Rangers. Now, the first game to preview is Hearts against St Mirren. Now, the last 5 between these two have resulted in 1 win to Hearts, 3 draws, and 1 win to St Mirren. And the last game was a 1-1 draw with the two sides at Tynecastle. Wow, Hearts. Well, obviously Craig Levein has now gone. Austin McPhee is taking temporary charge while they go and try and find a replacement for him. In my opinion, it was coming. It's been coming for ages. I mean, to have only 5 league wins in 2019 is absolutely ridiculous. And in fact, it was 5 wins in 28 for Hearts. That's just not good enough. And he had to go. So obviously, Jack Ross seems to be the favourite for both the Hibs and Hearts, but it'll be interesting to see who actually comes. I believe Stephen Robinson seems to be the favourite for Hearts at the moment, but it's another one who it would be interesting to see if he would go there, because obviously he left under weird circumstances. So I don't think Jack Ross will be at Hearts, but then again, we'll never know. But we'll see what happens. And obviously coming up against St Mirren side, who will be fresh. Obviously having not played last week, obviously due to the Scottish League Cup. And to be honest with you, St Mirren, they're doing okay. They're doing okay. Obviously bottom of the league at the moment, but they are scoring goals, and that is the main thing to say. But this game is obviously 11th versus 12th, and unfortunately, I think it's going to be a little bit of a bore draw, I'm afraid to say. I don't see any of these sides winning, especially with Hearts' recent really bad record at Tynecastle. I'm actually going to go for a very, very boring 0-0 draw between Hearts and St Mirren. It's just got that feeling of it. It's got that feeling that Hearts and St Mirren will be a 0-0. So that's what I'm going for. Hearts 0, St Mirren 0. Sorry Hearts, and sorry St Mirren fans. Kilmarnock against Hamilton is the next game, and the last 5 between these two have resulted in 2 wins to Kilmarnock, 2 draws, and 1 win to Hamilton. And the last game was a 1-0 win to Kilmarnock at Rugby Park. So it's the clash of the two sides that play on plastic. Kilmarnock obviously coming off the back of a 3-0 defeat to Aberdeen. It was one of those games where it got away from them, and obviously they did play 2 centre-backs who probably don't play with each other very often, so maybe that took a bit of a side of things. But obviously they're coming back in the front of the home fans, and obviously they want to go into the international break with a win against Hamilton. Obviously Hamilton, bit of a topsy-turvy game, it has to be said, against Ross County. Obviously going a goal down very early on to Billy Mackay, and then obviously them equalising very, very quickly. And then obviously going 2-1 up, and then obviously Brian Graham rescuing Ross County. So obviously it was a very, very good game with them, but Hamilton will be disappointed that they didn't get a win against Ross County. For this game, I just feel Kilmarnock are probably the better side at this present moment in time, and obviously Rugby Park is becoming a little bit of a fortress again. So for me, I'm going for a Kilmarnock win here, going for Kilmarnock 2, Hamilton 0. Ross County against Aberdeen. Now the last 5 meetings, well, there's not really much to say. Aberdeen have won the last 6 meetings, so basically the last 5 meetings, Aberdeen have won all 5 meetings. And the last game was a 4-2 win to Aberdeen. Ross County obviously coming off the back of a 2-2 with Hamilton. Obviously Brian Graham continuing his good goal scoring form. Billy Mackay obviously scoring as well. So obviously they're sitting at the moment in 6th place, and they'll be pretty pleased with that. They'll be pretty pleased with that at the moment, and but it's results that they need, and it's going to be very, very interesting to see if they can get one. Obviously Aberdeen coming off the back of a 3-0 win against Kilmarnock, looking very, very good as well. Curtis Main, Sam Cosgrove, brilliant as usual. But obviously their away form is not as great as their home form, but shall be very interesting to see. So it'll be very interesting to see what will happen in this game. But for this game, I just think Aberdeen are going to sneak this one. They'll make it 7 wins out of 7 against Ross County in recent meetings. I'm going for Aberdeen to win by 2-1 against Ross County. And another sort of battle between 9th and 10th is St Johnstone against Hibs. Now the last 5 between these two is very even. St Johnstone, 1 win. There's been 3 draws and there's been 1 win to Hibs. And the last game, in fact, was a 2-1 win to Hibs. So that was their recent win against St Johnstone. This is another game for St Johnstone that they'll be coming in fresh, because obviously they didn't play last game week. And obviously the last time they beat Hearts 1-0 and, deservedly so. Deserved winners in that game as well. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see if they can continue their recent good form, and it's going to be a very, very good game, this one. Hibs, obviously, they will be now without Paul Heckingbottom, who was sacked on Monday, and it has to be said that has been coming for ages as well. 1-1 in 11 league games all season. It's not very, very good for Hibs, and to get beat 5-2 against Celtic, obviously they did score 2, but it was just a bridge too far for Hibs, and it has to be said that they didn't play very well on that day at all. I mean, Celtic absolutely dominate that game, and it could have been a lot more. But obviously Hibs are looking for a new manager. Jack Ross seems to be the favourite for Hibs, like I've said. Will he go there? That's another interesting one. Obviously Stephen Robinson has been linked there, as is Gordon Strachan would be interesting, but obviously he's director of football at Dundee, so that would be an interesting one as well. But who knows for Hibs. But they definitely need to start getting better results, and obviously draws. I think 4 draws in a row quite recently. They just need to get these points into wins, and unfortunately, it's just not seems to be happening. So for this game, St Johnstone Hibs, there's always draws between these two, and this has a draw written all over it for me. I'm going for St Johnstone 1, Hibernian 1. So that takes care of the Saturday games. There's 2 games on Sunday, because obviously Celtic are playing Lazio this evening and Rangers are playing Porto this evening as well. So the first game on the Sunday is Celtic against Motherwell, and the last 5 between Celtic and Motherwell have resulted in 4 wins to Celtic and a draw. And the last result was a 4-1 win to Celtic. Obviously, Celtic coming off the back of a 5-2 against Hibs. Very, very good performance. Really, really... Elyounoussi is just on fire at the moment. Scott Brown getting a double, which is a big, big rarity as well. So, but they were helped. They were helped by some dodgy goalkeeping from Chris Maxwell in the Hibs goal. But Celtic thoroughly dominated, and it could have been a lot more, like I've said. Missed so many chances, but Celtic are just absolutely flying at the moment, and don't be surprised if they get a result tonight. I would not be surprised if they get a result in Italy, but it'll be a very, very interesting game, like I've said. So, but it has to be said, it's going to be a very, very close game. Motherwell obviously coming off the back of a 2-1 win against Livingston. And then yet again, they were helped by a poor goalkeeping error from Mateusz Sarkic, who has been absolutely superb for Livingston recently, but it was an absolute howler. But they managed to get the win in the end. But going away to Celtic Park, obviously, they're not beating Celtic in a wee while. I just think Celtic will win this one. Don't think it'll be that hammering, though, that they usually seem to get at Celtic. But obviously, the last game was 4-1. I just think Celtic will win this one, but I don't think it's going to be a hammering. I'm going for Celtic 2, Motherwell 0. So that is that one. And the last game between the Sunday games is Livingston against Rangers. I'll be at this one for sure. Looking forward to it as well. And the last 5 between Rangers and Livingston have resulted in 1-1 to Livingston and 4 wins to Rangers. And the last game was a 3-0 win to Rangers, but that was in the league. The last exact meeting, in fact, was 1-0 in the Scottish League Cup, where Glenn Kamara scored the winner that day. So that's going to be interesting indeed. Livingston obviously coming off the back of a 2-1 defeat to Motherwell. Has to be said that it was one of those games where they can go away and think, yeah, we could have probably got something out of the game, but it's one of those things. Obviously, they are missing Lyndon Dykes. He is a big, big miss at the moment. Obviously, they have signed Aaron Taylor-Sinclair on a short-term deal, which will allow Ibrahima Savam to go back to France. He's obviously not settled at Livingston, so obviously Savan has gone back, and obviously we've got a left back now, which has probably been a main problem area for Livingston. Obviously, we played Ricky Lamy there. You've obviously played Jack McMullen there. So obviously, if Nicky Devlin is out as expected, then obviously Jack McMullen will move to right back. So be interesting to see that one. But coming in front of their home fans again, and it'll be a very interesting game for sure. Definitely one to look forward to. Rangers absolutely flying under Steven Gerrard at the moment. Obviously, they've made the League Cup final, Old Firm final, which probably, I would say, is probably the most eagerly anticipated Old Firm derby for recent years, for sure. They have been absolutely sensational. Alfredo Morelos is just on the form of his life. And, they could have been a lot more. Morelos could have had a hat-trick. But you look at their side now, and there's so many good players in that side, and in my opinion, it's going to be a very, very hard game for Livingston. But obviously, Steven Gerrard's first league defeat came against Livingston, and something in the back of my mind is saying I think Livingston could get something out of the game, but I think it all depends on if Lyndon Dykes is fit, because Lyndon Dykes has given both Old Firm defences are absolute nightmare. So it'd be very, very interesting to see. But yeah, but this is obviously me going with my heart rather than my head. I think Livingston will get a point out of the game. But don't be surprised if Rangers go on and win, because Rangers are vying for the title. Both Celtic and Rangers are obviously on the same amount of points. But there's one goal separating them. So it'll be very interesting. But I'm going to stick with my prediction. I'm going to stick with this. I'm going for Livingston 1, Rangers 1. So we'll see what happens with that one. But I'm sticking with that. Call me bonkers what you like. But I just have a feeling Livingston could get something out of the game against Rangers. And it's a tough place to go to, because obviously Livingston have got a really good home record. And obviously the last home game they beat Celtic. So imagine if Livingston beat Rangers and Celtic both at home, back to back. That would be something. But gonna stick my neck on the line. I'm gonna say 1-1 between Livingston and Rangers. So that is it. That is my match week 13 Scottish Premiership predictions. Please leave yours in the comment section below. And if this is the first video you like, and you like what you see, then hit that subscribe button, smash a like, and leave a comment. That would be absolutely fantastic. So I'll quickly go over my predictions very, very quickly again. Hearts 0, St Mirren 0, Kilmarnock 2, Hamilton 0, Ross County 1, Aberdeen 2, St Johnstone 1, Hibs 1, Celtic 2, Motherwell 0, and Livingston 1, Rangers 1. So that is it. That is another video done and dusted. And we shall see what happens. Good luck to your teams. Yeah, look forward to going to Livingston against Rangers on Sunday, which is live on Sky Sports as well. So it's a cracking day, cracking day of football on Sunday as well. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll be back very, very soon with some more videos. And yeah, enjoy the football. Like I've said, good luck to your teams, and
Come on, Livingston against Rangers. We'll see what happens. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I'll be back very, very soon with some more videos. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye for now.